like an unstoppable force smashing into an immovable object, today we have two different halachos in the Torah that contradict each other. Hatur Orach Chaim Siman Tov Kuf Pedala tells us that we don't say Hallel on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur because the king is on his throne and it's a scary day and the books of life and the books of death are open in front of Hashem. So how could we possibly sing Hallel? Hitherto, a halacha in Torah Siman Tov Kuf Pei Aleph Shehevi Amedrash Ein Yisrael Umas Olam that the Jews are different than other nations. The Adam Sheyesh Lo Din. If a person's going to judgment, he normally wears dark clothes. It's a scary day. Ava Yisrael, Einam Kain. Jews were not like this. Loivshim Levenu, we wear white, famously. Va'ochla v'shosim musmechim, we eat and we drink and we act merry. We eat meat, we drink wine. Usmeicha b'Rosh Hashanah, levishi yoyde incha HaKadosh Baruch Hu yasa lahem nes, because we know God is going to make a miracle for us. So we don't sing Hallel because it's a scary day, but yet we dress up all nice, seemingly in a very relaxed fashion. So how can these two teachings be reconciled? Our answer begins in a Rambam and Pirush HaMishnayos explaining the Mishnah in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, Perek Daled Mishnah Vav. Quote, Levisha lo hayu karin Hallel lo b'Rosh Hashanah v'lo miyom Kippurim. We don't say Hallel Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippurim. Levisha hem yemei avoda. They're days of service. V'achna u'pachad. Days of fear and awe. U'moira me Hashem v'yira mimenu. And we are fearful from God. U'mivrach. And therefore we flee u'manos elav. And run towards him. The Brisker Rav explains that when we're fearful and we run away from our problems, things that we're nervous about, there's only one address to run to, and that's to God. Now, it's a catch-22, but it's the entire mahus of a Jew, is what you fear and what you are scared of. You run from, but you run right back to the one who sent you the problems. You run to Hashem. The problems themselves are what make you flee right back to the one who sent you the problems. Continues the Brisker Rav, in one of the kapitlach on Rosh Hashanah, we even say these exact words. Evrach mimcha elecha. We flee from you, elecha, to you, like a child, nervous and scared from the critique that they just received from their parents, only to break down crying and run right back to their parents and hide underneath their mother's apron. So our Vart is a two-step process. It is step one that you notice, you recognize, you have a hakara of something is a problem. Something is bothersome. Hashem gave me this stress. But then, immediately afterwards, you begin step two. You trust in Hashem. You're botach that He gave this to me for a reason. This Vart reveals to us that the hakara, the amount that you recognize an issue, is the amount that you can now trust that Hashem will get you through it. Our Vart today is hakara, is the recognition of a tzara, not to go blindly through life, but instead to understand everything, the good, and specifically today the Vart is even the bad, the pain, so that you can immediately run and flee straight to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So yes, these are scary days. There is something for us to be fearful for in our judgment. But next step after that fear is, oh, but it's Dad. Oh, but it's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. These two halachas in the Torah, followed by the Rambam and his Pirush HaMishnayos, bring down to us that the amount that a mensch understands the pain that he's going through is directly connected to the amount that he can trust in Hashem. Your recognition of the tzara is the amount of betachon that you can have. Your betachon is not a step more than the recognition of the tzara. Recognition is our vart, and betachon is our answer.